Today I'm excited to tell you about Surveytime, and this is one I have been planning on reviewing for a while because I've read positive things about it. So with Surveytime, you can get paid between 50 cents and $1 to complete each survey that you do. So go to the link in the description below of this video to sign up to Surveytime. Now with Surveytime, you instantly get rewarded $1 for every survey you complete. Now this is for worldwide. You can sign up for Surveytime regardless of where you are in the world, and the award that you get or the reward you get will change depending on where you're from. So it might be an Amazon gift card, a Target, PayPal, or Coinbase, so you'll get paid into your cryptocurrency account. Now this will change depending on where you're from, so don't ask me where you'll get paid if you're from India, for example. I don't know. You'll have to sign up, and then you'll see right away where you will get paid and what your payment options are. Now, before we go through the sign-up process, let's go through the FAQ. So how does it work? After you sign up to Surveytime, you'll answer a few questions to help us create your profile, and we'll offer you surveys that fit your interests. Where can you redeem your dollar reward? There's different gift cards available for each country. So for example, in the US, the options are Amazon, PayPal, Target, and Decathlon. How and when will you get notified about new surveys? So you can get them through text, email, or just going onto the website itself, and there's always plenty of surveys available. Then it says what happens if you fail to complete a survey. If you couldn't successfully complete a survey, you will be offered other available surveys that may interest you, but you won't get rewarded for the survey you weren't able to complete. So what this means is that not every survey that's available you'll be able to complete because they are looking for a certain profile for each survey. So this is the one frustrating part about Surveytime, is that just because there's a survey available doesn't mean that you can qualify for it. So you have to do a little screener to see if you qualify first. How long does a survey take? The length of survey varies. It could take 10 or even 15 minutes. And it says on rare occasions even longer. Now, I did 2 different surveys for this, and I think they took me maybe less than 5 minutes each. So it just depends on the survey. Survey is available worldwide. And when will I get my reward? You will get it immediately. There's no need to collect or gather points or coins or anything like that. So as soon as you go through a verification process, and once they verify that your PayPal will accept or whatever award system you've chosen for your country, then you will get the payment instantly. So you don't need to wait until you have $10 or $15. You'll get it straight away. Okay, so go to the link in the description below to sign up. And then you're going to click Start Now, and you're going to answer some questions so that they can find the most relevant surveys for you. So this might take 7 minutes to complete, and all the surveys are anonymous. So the first thing you're going to do is put in your birthday, and I liked this because it was kind of cool at the side. They changed the little technology icons depending on the year you were born. Then you're going to move the slider to say if you're a woman or a man. You'll notice that mine is in Spanish. That's because I've registered for this in Spain where I live, so this will change the language depending on your country. How would you like to be rewarded? You can see I have the option of PayPal, Coinbase, Target, or I'll decide later. So I've chosen PayPal for this. And then they're going to ask you a bunch of different questions. Now you'll see again, this is in Spanish, so basically they're just asking you about your employment status. You can say you're a student, or you can say if you work part-time, or you can say that you don't work. There's all those different options. Then they're going to ask you how much money you make per year of your family. Again, you have the option to not answer if you don't want to. You can say, I prefer not to answer this question. Then they'll ask you how many children that you have, or in what year your children were born. And if you don't have any children, you'll just scroll down and say, I don't have children. They'll ask you about the field that you're in for your business. Again, if you don't have a job, you can just click that you don't have a job or that it doesn't apply to you. Now they'll ask you some questions several times. You can see there's 31 questions in total for this, just to get the profile for you to make sure they're going to match you to correct surveys. Again, sometimes I feel like they're asking you some of the same questions over and over again to verify you're not a robot or you're not just randomly selecting answers. Again, they're asking if my kids are male or female. I don't have kids, so I'll put I don't have kids. Then they'll ask you what province you're from. Again, how much money your family makes each year. They'll ask you if you have any pets. Obviously, I'm not showing you my answers for all of these questions because that's personal, but just showing you the questions that they will ask you. They'll ask you how many workers are in your organization, how many kids you have again, Again, if you're a female or a male, if you have a car, they'll ask you, if you've got children again, or if you're pregnant. They'll ask you if you are responsible for making any financial decisions in your company, if you have a web camera and if you're okay with using it. They'll ask you again about your job, if you're the one who shops for food in your home, how many people work in your company. Okay, so once you finish doing this, they will say, thank you for joining Surveytime. Our system found a variety of surveys that specifically match your profile. Choose one and start earning right now. So instantly they're letting me take either of these two surveys. They show you how many users have completed the survey, the estimated duration of the survey. So you can see this one, for example, they're saying 37 minutes. Now that's a long survey for $1, but this other one is 5 minutes long, and obviously that would be better. If you have the time and you don't care, sure, you can pick the longer one. So then you can just click on Take Survey, and it will instantly direct you to the survey. And you can see at the top, they've got 5 different questions they're asking you. Now, this is basically a screener to see if you will qualify for the survey, because if you don't qualify for the survey, you won't get paid. So they're looking for a certain profile type for each survey. So this is the one downside of Surveytime. And this is sort of a downside with all of these websites, is obviously if they're trying to ask a survey for someone who works, a full-time job and has children, and you don't work a full-time job and you don't have children, you're not the person they're looking for their survey. So they have to do this little screener for you. So for this one, I filled out this little screener, and it says, unfortunately, you were unable to complete this survey. So this is something you might encounter a lot until you find a survey that you do qualify for. So it can be frustrating, but keep trying. For example, when I completed 2 different surveys, and I would say that it was about 1 out of 5 that I qualified for. It only takes a minute to do the screener. So maybe I did 5 screeners and I got 1 survey that I completed. So yeah, that's a little frustrating, but this is something you can do from your phone as well. So if you're watching something on Netflix, you can kind of browse and try to complete a survey while you're doing that. And this can be a little bit of extra money for you. And what they'll do is they'll instantly redirect you to the next survey that you can complete. Now you might have this pop up. It'll say, we don't have any $1 surveys available for you right now. Are you willing to participate in 50-cent easier surveys? So you can go ahead and click yes, and then they'll make you do a little screener. And if you qualify, they will redirect you to a website where you will take your survey. Before you can actually qualify to make any money, you do have to verify your phone number. So go ahead and put in your phone number, and then you'll have a verification code. Now, it might depend if you will automatically be logged into your Surveytime account, but what they will do is send you an email. And this is an example of the email you'll receive from Tommy@surveytime.io. And they will tell you that your account password is, and as you can see, I've blurred it out. So they'll give you a little temporary password that you can log in the next time you go on to Surveytime if you're not already logged in. And then from there, you can change the password. Okay, so if you encounter when you go on to Surveytime that there's no surveys available, there's a really great system that you can do to enable browser notifications. So if you click that, and then you click allow, and then you click allow again, then every time there's a new survey, you'll get a little icon that will pop up on your desktop and say, hey, there's a new survey, and then you can click it and try to be one of the first people to do the survey. You can also enable email notifications, and that way you'll get emails directly to your email account when there are surveys available. Now, there are surveys that you can complete both on your phone and also on your desktop. There's some that are only desktop only. So that way it's a good idea just to have your computer open or your phone open, and you can get these notifications right away when there is a survey available. Now, just to give you an idea, I turned on email notifications, and you can see all of these different emails that I received, how many different surveys there were. So these were all taken on April 27th, April 28th, 29th, 30th. So these are just lots and lots of different surveys that have been sent to me. So you can see that there are a lot of surveys available. You just have to be quick to do them and also patient to make sure you can pass a screener to fill in a survey. Another option is just to go directly to surveytime.io/surveys. And again, look, these 2 have just popped up for me, a research study and an advertising survey. So these will all vary for you depending on your country. So I don't know what the experience will be like from someone in Australia or someone in India or the Philippines. So your experience might be different from mine. This is a company that gives surveys to people worldwide, so I recommend you sign up anyways just to see if it works for you, and if you can make a couple dollars a week, why not? Now, as you know, I do not like to promote websites unless I know for sure that you will get paid. So as you can see here is some payment proof from my own PayPal account. And you can see that on April 16th, there was a payment from OP Vision Limited, which is the payment company for Surveytime, and they paid 1 cent. Now, what this was a verification to make sure that cent would go through to my PayPal account, and it did. So then I completed 2 surveys that same day, 2 of the 50-cent surveys, and I should have received payment on, they said, within 48 hours once my account was verified. But my account was never verified, so I wasn't going to recommend this website because I wasn't sure what the problem was. But then I contacted Surveytime, and what had happened was that my PayPal account was registered in Canada, even though I am in Spain. So there was a fraud detection that they had to bypass because my PayPal account is registered in a different country than the country that I live in. So once they bypassed that, then you can see on April 23rd, I received the 50 cents. And then on April 23rd, the other 50 cents for the other survey that I completed. So that is the only reason why now I can confidently say that this company will pay you, because they paid me in the end once this mistake was fixed. So if you encounter any sort of a problem with Surveytime, it is quite difficult. That's one of the downsides to get through to any support. There isn't really an email. I had to go about it a strange way to contact them. But I did ask them if there was a problem in the future, what would I do, or how would, one of my subscribers, for example, contact them. And they say that they are a new and booming company and that they are developing a chat system right now, or a support system. So it will be easier for you to talk to them if you have any issues receiving payment. But what I recommend you do is do 1 or 2 surveys and then just wait to make sure you receive payment. And again, the only reason I had a problem with getting immediate payment was because my PayPal account is in a different country than where I am. So you probably, if your PayPal account is in the same country as you are, then you probably won't have any issues. Now, if you're from a country like Pakistan that doesn't allow you to have a PayPal account, again, I do not know what your payment options are here, so I recommend you to try and see, and then you can let us know in the comment section, because this is worldwide, so I'm not sure what payment withdrawal options they offer for countries that don't have PayPal, but you can let us know yourself. So thank you very much for watching this tutorial. Please sign up and let me know how it goes. Let us all know in the comment section if you are able to fill out any surveys, if you've made any money from this website. You can also let us know if you haven't made any money from this website, or how many screeners you've taken, so we kind of get an idea of the success rate of taking screeners. For me personally, I had about a 20% success rate. For every 5 screeners, I got 1 survey. So let me know if your ratio is about the same as mine, or if you've had better luck or worse luck. But again, I do recommend this website because it's easy, it's safe and secure, and they do pay out, and you don't have to wait until you get $5 or something, or $5 in your account before they pay you, which I think is great. So thank you very much for watching this video. If you liked it, click like, make sure to subscribe to my channel. I'm always looking for more different opportunities to share with you guys, because I know that right now is a really difficult time for everybody with the pandemic. I hope everyone is safe and healthy, and I will talk to you soon in my next video.